We're Jenna and Jeremy, travelers, creators, and digital nomads.
As part of an exciting freelance gig, we spent 3 months in the stunning country of Iceland.
Follow our adventures as we explore more of this incredible planet Earth.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and you can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Quench Your Adventure. Now on to the good stuff. Fun facts: the USA is 95 times larger than Iceland. This small country comfortably fits inside the state of Colorado, but despite its small size, there's a lot to see here and planning is hard. For the ultimate freedom and flexibility, renting a camper van is the way to go. We rented from Go Campers. They're a few minutes from the airport and offer a free shuttle. Before we get on with our trip, here's a tour of our Go Light Camper 3-packs, which starts at 99 euros per day or currently $105. Hey guys, welcome to Hellisonder. We're on the Snaefellsnes Peninsula, way out west. Beautiful night, it's like 9 p.m. Sun's still a couple hours above the horizon. The wind level's gone down, it's sunny out. This is glorious camping in Iceland because the last few days have not been that way. So very happy. We're gonna give you a tour of our van. It's a Renault Trafic. Not familiar with that whatsoever. It was kind of the mid-grade option. There were smaller minivans and there were bigger vans you could actually stand up inside. We went somewhere in the middle to not spend all of our money. It's been really great so far though. We're comfortable in it. And here's our setup right now. It's actually the first time because of the wind. We've had 40-mile-an-hour gusts, but we now do not have that. So we've been able to put out our chairs, our table. We've got some rice cooking, some curry. It's gonna be great. Here's the van itself. Come on into the front. We've actually got 3 seats, and technically they say it sleeps 3 people. It'd be a little tight, but if you're close, it's an automatic, which was really nice. They actually upgraded me. I guess it was available. We've got a couple charging ports up here, Bluetooth, and yeah, drives nice. On to the main living space. We have the kitchen area. It's funny, let me pause to say, this is a van that when we got it had the table converted and you would convert it into the bed, I guess. We, since the very first time setting it into a bed, have just left it that way because the few campgrounds that we've been to so far have mostly had a nice space to sit and charge and work on laptops, things like that. But honestly, this is a decent bench seat right here with the table that has the sink and counter space. So it's not that necessary since we're not like both sitting working on laptops all day long or anything like that. So yeah, we might just leave it like this for the rest of the time. But what that does mean is we have a lot of storage space underneath here where the legs of the table and the top of the table is. And then the sink connected to our water tank down there. Haven't had to refill it, haven't used a bunch of water because of the campground services that we've enjoyed. We have everything we need to cook with down here, cutlery and all that good stuff. We've got a few bits of food down there, which we've picked up a bunch of free stuff from different campgrounds. And actually at Go Campers, they had a big shelf of stuff that people put when they return. We've got a cooler here. It runs just on the battery, so you pretty much only run it when you drive and then turn it off and it should keep your stuff cool enough. So not quite a refrigerator, but not bad. And then if you want to give kind of the full look of the bed here, we cleaned our room for you. It wasn't like this for the last couple days, but it's nice now. It's very comfortable. We've got some hooks on the side to hang stuff. They chose these orange blinds, which I guess are nice and on brand, but could be a little bit darker, just honest opinion. And here's from this view. I do love how the back opens up. We lived in an RV for 14 months. We never could do that. It wasn't built like that. But the van life, it is really cool to open those up when it's not crazy windy. Got some storage space down there, backpacks and gear and extra shoes and things like that. And that's really about it. Stay tuned for a lot more. First up, a drive by this lake, Kleifadvatn. By the way, the Icelandic word vatn means water, and you'll likely see it in many names of lakes. This is a beautiful spot to hop out, walk the water's edge. I think there are a few short trails, and just enjoy some strange Icelandic views.
We're on the way to the volcano site right now. Fingers crossed we get some awesome views. I don't know, we just read a bunch of updates saying that they're closing the trail because it is just too windy, it's dangerous. Ready if I let go of the steering wheel? Fully across the road immediately. Like gusts up to 35 right now. They have closed the site until Saturday. The forecast for the wind is crazy over the next few days, and it's actually blowing fire further and catching moss on fire. And people have been still trying to go, bypass all the closure signs, rescuers and police chasing after them saying, you can't go right now. Nature is nature, man. It humbles us a lot, and fingers crossed we can go admire the volcano site.
With the volcano site closed, we continued to the nearby bridge between two continents. The footbridge crosses this gaping 50-foot rift between the North American tectonic plate and the Eurasian plate. That's right, folks, in just seconds you can walk from Europe to North America and back. Crazy enough, the plates are actually drifting apart at a rate of a few centimeters per year. Fun fact, the Eurasian plate is Earth's largest and it's home to around 75% of the global population. The landscapes all around you are the Reykjanes lava field. Our original van plan was to visit the West Fjords because at this point we've been in Iceland for 2.5 months and that's the only region we had not visited. With rough weather, the active volcano that we're itching to see, and with gas being a fortune here, we just decided to stay a bit closer and begin making our way to explore more of the Snaefellsnes Peninsula. Morning number 1. Good morning.
Wow, it was cold and windy, but I got chunks of sleep.
Yeah, well, I turned the heater on for most of the night, which works very well, to the point where I got too warm in my thick duvet.
Yeah, you put your shirt on and it's inside out.
So I turned the heater off and then later turned it on again when it was cold. It's around 9 a.m., went to bed maybe around midnight. But we stayed at our first campground, which we realize now is priced per person. It was, I think, 2,300 ISK per person, comes out to maybe 17 USD per person. Kind of steep, but it is nice, it is beautiful, and there are some things included that I'll show you. We do have some really nice mountains here, not far north of Reykjavik. Today, no specific plan. Maybe we will check out a hot spring, and I'm thinking about hiking the Glimmer Trail. Here's some other places. We could have got electricity. I don't remember actually what that cost. Maybe I can put it in the video. We don't, I think, even have the option for it in our van. There's some outdoor sinks there. You could brush your teeth like we did last night. You could do dishes. Inside the house here are a few bathrooms and also a place to cook and chill and lounge and charge devices. So that is valuable. Look how low the door is. My head is here. My shirt is still on backwards. I'll take a video of this room real quick though while nobody's in here. It is really nice. We are getting what we paid for, I guess you could say. It's a really cool, like, old historic farm. There's pictures all over the walls. It's just got a cool vibe to it. Here's Jenna over in the corner here. Hey. She's taking a video. Same timing. But yeah, it is very cool. Here's where you pay, and they do have some things for purchase, some snacks and drinks. Very nice. And then another lounge area right in here. About 20 minutes from here, we have Hvammsvík Hot Springs. HV is pronounced more like KV, Hvammsvík. Entry here will cost you around 50 to 65 USD. It's one of our favorite hot springs in Iceland due to its more natural, remote location, the variety of pools with varying temperatures, and the fact that it sits along the shore of this fjord and you have direct access if you'd like to go for a cold plunge. Afterwards, we drove around an hour and a half through Borgarnes and close to the start of the Snaefellsnes Peninsula. It's worth mentioning again that the wind was really rough these few days and it got quite cold with a bit of rain here and there, so we spent a decent amount of time working and just relaxing inside. This place is only 3,500 Icelandic krona, or about 27 USD. About 20 minutes north, we took a fun drive on these lava roads to admire the colors and interesting landscapes. The wind was nuts, but thankfully this drone is a beast in high winds. That evening we made a spontaneous decision to hike the trail from the campground. It's an easy trail and we really enjoyed the last stretch up the main crater. We camped a second night at Snorrastaðir before heading further west. I want to mention a couple places that we visited on other trips that you may want to include in yours. The first is about 39 minutes from that campground. It's called Tunga and is an excellent place to quietly observe seals along the coast. He's moving. Oh wow. Looks like he's trying to eat bugs.
He's given himself the best back scratch. He totally got up there with no issue. I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
You're not about to go swim in the water and save it.
No, I'm not
It's
saying
pregnant.
that.
Oh my god, she's flailing.
Oh my gosh, splashing the other one.
She's flailing.
Continuing another 15 minutes west, and you have a few beautiful waterfalls casually spilling over the side of this mountain. Assuming decent weather conditions, you can drive the entire Snaefellsnes Peninsula in any vehicle with the exception of the one F road that runs north and south near Snaefellsnes. F roads require four-wheel drive. We wish we could have driven F570 because it would have brought us much closer to this snow-capped volcano. We settled for a drone flight near the beginning of the road before continuing around the perimeter.
Hello, we stopped in Arnastapi here on the Snaefellsnes Peninsula, and it was raining pretty bad. Really wanted to fly the drone more there than we did. We did a little bit and it started sprinkling. So we cruised around to Helnar. There's a 2.5 kilometer trail between the two along the coast with a bunch of beautiful seabirds and green moss and lava rocks. And we're gonna show you what it's all about. The sound of the rocks falling back down the coast is so cool. Oh, I love that. Right next to the beach here, we've got this overhanging cave, and I actually see light coming through the back side of it. I wonder if we could get up there. Let's see, should we?
Jeremy!
Come on, let's see.
Jeremy!
There you go. Watch my back. We're up. Whew. Wow. Okay, it's clear.
I don't want to hit my head. I don't want no rocks to fall on me. Scratch my back. Oh my golly jeez.
So much quieter now that we can't hear the crashing waves nearly as much.
Something nice about silence.
What did you say?
It smells really stinky.
Like fishy poo-poo, is that what you said?
I guess that birds eat fish. They fish out fish.
Wow.
Stinky fish.
That is accurate.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Hey
I wish I could fly.
And a few more minutes down the road, we have Londrengar. There are a few short trails here to help you check out another gorgeous spot here along the coast.
Jeremy's out here cooking up a storm.
Cheers, mate. I
Got
have
her.
rice in this mug, actually, ready to pour in once the water starts
We're doing
boiling.
some jasmine rice, curry sauce powder.
Bread, and we got chocolate powder. We'll make some hot chocolate. All things that we found for free at various campgrounds.
Wow, thanks to those campgrounds. And here's our campground, and the sunshiny view.
This clip is not ours, but was shared with us by some friendly travelers near Hellisandr campground. It's an Arctic fox, which we never saw, but hopefully you'll be lucky enough to see one. We're about to depart. There's a quick look at the kitchens, bathrooms, showers, kids' playground. There's a slide over there and a lot of beautiful spots here. It didn't fly the drone, but flew it in a lot of areas nearby. Really nice place.
Well, would you look at that? Look how beautiful that sheep is here. A little mural. And this whole area has a bunch of different parts and paintings on a lot of their buildings here.
What's up, guys? I am currently in Grundarfjordur on the Snaefellsnes Peninsula, and I'm at Kirkjufell Mountain, extremely popular photogenic mountain. You'll see shots of the waterfall with the cool, like, cone-shaped mountain in the background. Funny thing is, from all those photos, you can't actually tell that the main road runs right through or between the waterfall and the mountain. I always thought they were like closer, more connected. You can hike Mount Kirkjufell. It's just kind of sketchy. The trail is closed up until June 15th. Amazing how muddy it is. All Trails says this is only a 2.9 mile trail with about, I think, 1,400 feet of elevation gain. That's not that crazy, but I don't know if I'll actually make it to the top because of the danger. It is an extremely narrow trail, apparently, leaves you very exposed, and it can also be extremely windy. In Iceland, today is not so bad. I think gusts up to maybe 20, maybe a little less. Feels good now. And so we're gonna see how it feels, but most people are saying at the very top, if you really wanted to summit this thing, you should have a harness on and some kind of climbing gear, and maybe there are some pre-existing ropes up there that you could connect yourself into for safety, not to actually fall on, but in case you did fall. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm a good climber, but I'm not willing to take too big of risks, so I might not actually make it to the top. There's the mountain up there. It doesn't look so impressive from this perspective, but from the drone, it's awesome. And then from actually further away, I think it looks cooler. Definitely still really stunning. Here's a look the other way. Jenna dropped me off in the van. She's gonna go grocery shop, check out the town. Tons of these beautiful purple flowers on the way up, which apparently, rumor is, eating them helps make women more fertile. I think they make teas with them or something like that. Really nice basalt columns, I think, and just amazing views. This starts to give you an idea of how the steepness is increasing. Here's where things start to get a bit more interesting. Let me turn this around. It's always hard to show how steep something is with the GoPro wide angle and just being on ground level, I guess you could say. But we have a trail going up here, another one around the corner here. I think my option is to go up. I'm not tracking this on all trails, so I don't know how much I've climbed, but it's safe to say this is probably the fourth quarter. It's looking a little crazy. Something to keep in mind when you're climbing like this is that it is oftentimes easier to go up than it is to go back down. Not gonna lie to you guys, this one is pretty steep. I feel fine, everything has been manageable, just taking it slow, but it's spooky. I still haven't hit what I'm gonna deem my turnaround point yet, but seriously, if you're not confident doing this kind of stuff, I would urge you not to do it. Definitely come to Mount Kirkjufell. It's gorgeous, but admire it from a little lower. I found a rope. I'm assuming that's the way, but I don't know. The rope looks good. The knots in it are great, but I really hate to put all my weight on something that I can't see the top of. Don't really want to put my life on that. Here's the rope. It is extremely thick. And there are two people in front of me that I don't see anymore, which leads me to believe they went up this thing. Here's my body weight on it, and it's totally feels great. The rope held, and as I climbed it, I decided to not fully trust it, to mostly climb, just using it as an assist here and there, and I'll do the same thing on the way down. It's tied around this massive boulder, which that doesn't seem to be going anywhere, at least anytime soon. A very thick rope. I went for it, but a little spooky. It's a good trail here, but it is just very, very exposed. I'm like using my hand on the side to brace, just to be extra safe, especially while I'm videoing. Look at that beauty. How'd it go?
It was good.
Did you make it to the top?
I did.
Wow, you're crazy.
There's a couple spots it's like ropes for you to kind of enjoy.
Hey. Rope number 2, a heck of a lot longer and more daunting. You can follow it down there, but it is secure. It's, you know, leaning enough that you can still make a lot of placements that help you feel secure. And wow, the views are insane. Okay, we have rope number 3, and I guess that's 4 over there. This one here looks slightly less sketchy. Definitely need to put the GoPro away. I made it! Wow, guys, that was intimidating. It feels so good to be on the top because it's mostly flat. I feel more secure up here than most of the way up. I can't believe it. It is gorgeous up here. So many yellow flowers. Couldn't have picked a better day, honestly. The wind is almost down to 0 right now, which is crazy considering I'm standing on the complete top of this thing. Can't get over it. Didn't think I'd make it up here. Here we are cooking in the van, ready for a nice late lunch. We got some friends outside. Hey guys, oh. About 20 minutes from Grundarfoss is Selvalafos, which is just off the road and you can walk completely behind it. That's the last spot on the Snaefellsnes Peninsula.
Excuse me, guys.
After about an hour and 15 minutes heading back east, we reached Sæloreturen Arblik. Here's a quick look inside the kitchen and seating area. This place cost us 3,000 ISK or about $23 to camp overnight.
Be the freshest cheese and ice cream we've ever purchased here at the Eruption Creamery in Iceland. We have 2 kinds of ice creams, a stracciatella and caramel, and Havarti cheese.
The best ice cream we have ever tasted in our lives.
I'm so glad you suggested the caramel flavor. It is the softest, creamiest.
Oh my gosh.
It gets melty on the edges. I love my ice cream melty. It is so, so good. Oh my God.
We have never seen cows be milked, milk turned into cream, cream turned into ice cream for us to enjoy and eat. Thank you so much, Iceland. This is amazing.
Thank you, cows.
Where you buy the ice cream and where the milking of the creaming cow happens.
We're at the Glimmerfoss, waterfall trailhead, about to go for the hike. I think it's a little over 4 miles, maybe 1,000, 1,400 feet of climbing, something like that. 63 and sunny. Incredible. I'm wearing shorts for the first time.
It is the highest waterfall in Iceland, around 198 meters high.
What? That's 650 feet.
Whoa.
I'm pretty sure recently my tour guide Thor said this is his waterfall. He used to live near it, and that technically it's no longer known as the highest waterfall in Iceland because they found another one that I think is pouring over some glacier. But anyway, one of the highest, should be beautiful. Let's see it. Check out all the beautiful invasive Alaskan lupines. We have reached the river that I think Glimmerfoss is on. Check out the views. So there's a cave down there, there's some people in. The river down below, this cool rock that you can walk out on. It's not the way to go, it just gets out to overlook. Whoa, and it's got some sketchy spots, which you know I like. Let's see. Woo-hoo-hoo. That is cool. That is really cool. Wow, the flowers everywhere is just insane. Wow, look at that. That's beauty right there. Hey, we're not sure if the trail goes down there or if it actually goes through this cave. Let's take a look inside. Watch your head. Feels like it actually is supposed to go through here. I've got super view on to give you the wide perspective of the double cave here. Here's the river crossing. We've got this beam to help you cross. Actually, feels pretty good. That's really great they put that there. Whoa, check out this water slide. Time for the part of the trail where we climb some elevation. It's a little precarious with some loose rock. I've put a rope here. Here we have another long rope section. Our first look at the big falls in the distance. I'm up above the waterfall right now at the turnaround spot. So if you want to make this a round trip hike, it looks like I might have to cross this river. You could absolutely just hike the one side of the trail, east side, I think, but basically the right side as you're approaching, and have a great hike and turn around right there. I'm still kind of considering that, but I think it'd be fun to make it a loop. And I kind of think it'd be fun to take my shoes off and walk in the river. Check this out. There's some people over there. I know it's far away. Shoes are coming off. Oh, it is very cold, very uneven. Kind of feels good, but it's also way windier up top here. Cool to see the waterfall just spilling over the side there. That's where the big falls are. I've mostly just been hustling my way back down this other side. On all trails, it shows a few different options. I'm staying the one that's tightest to the river. Maybe it's the shortest, I don't know. But truly, I think the best views are from the other side. I'd recommend really just going up to the very top if you want to see that perspective, and going back down that same side. From this side, maybe even rockier, looser, no ropes on a few of the sketchy slidey parts. So yeah, that'd be my call. Welcome to Iceland. Jenna's already coughing from volcanic smoke. No, sorry. I'm just kidding. It's 12:30 in the morning. We've been up all day. We've hung out with people, friends. It's been a busy day. Driven multiple hours. We've now arrived to P2, parking lot number 2. The weather's really great right now. The parking lot's nearly full. We leave Iceland in a couple days, so this is our last chance. I really want to see the volcano at night to make the magma, you know, look more bright, contrasting.
We need to pay, we need to pay.
We need to pay. I think we're gonna take a 30-minute nap, and I think we're gonna go for it. It's about 10 kilometers one way. So I think it's 5.5, 6 miles one way.
Oh gosh!
Round trip around 12 miles. So if you're walking around 3 miles an hour, that's like 4 hours of walking. That's a lot. I don't think it'll be pitch black dark because it's Iceland and it's summer. The sun comes up at 4 a.m. We could see it shortly, you know, as the sun's coming up. I think that'd be really cool. I just prepped the gear bag, and then I think I'm gonna bring a secondary bag that has the food, water, and one of my portable chargers. Madhouse right here with just all of our stuff. We've got our suitcases now back from our friend Solveig that held them for us, which was really cool. Sleep in this mess for a little bit. Oh wow, peeing right there.
He was turned our way, I saw him.
Oh. So good night. Can of tuna.
Ramen and tuna.
They put porta potties. Jenna just peed outside. Maybe off to a later start than we anticipated, but we're fed, watered. I might run ahead to try to get a little bit before it gets too bright. That was the whole intent of going at night.
We just have to be careful with splitting up with no service or dead phones.
Right.
This is the scene right now. Everybody hiking.
It took me almost an hour to jog there, and I've never been more grateful to have a drone because the lava flow continues to push this access point back. The March 2021 eruption in the Geldingadalur Valley lasted for 6 months, while the other in August 2022 in the Meradalir Valley lasted just 3 weeks. This one is apparently more powerful, and it will be very interesting to see how long it goes. We didn't get as close as I expected. The magma just keeps pushing, so we can only get so close. I'm about to fly this bad boy. This is the trail, a little rocky, some hills, but actually not nearly as bad as we thought. Kind of amazing that they have this good of a trail. 5:55 a.m. We started close to 2 a.m. So less than 4 hours. Gosh, I feel like I got a snotty nose. My hair's looking rough.
Yeah, my feet hurt.
That was a lot. I got rocks in my shoes. Jenna maybe has a callus or something.
Yeah, what's going on?
That was an adventure, but I'm really happy that we went while it was darkish. Yeah, feeling pretty tired. I think I'm gonna eat a little something, and then we're gonna re-park and try to get some sleep. See you guys. There were hardly any vehicles here. We parked at the other side of the lot to make sure we could sleep all right without so many car doors, and sure enough, we woke up to car doors because this place is like almost filled now. It's insane. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave a comment if you have one. For more up-to-date content, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, and stay tuned for more travel adventures. Peace.